Good morning, children. Welcome back to our math session. Today we are solving exercise 2.2, question number 8 to 16. Let's start. Now, question number 8. Three consecutive integers are such that when they are taken in increasing order and multiplied by 2, 3 and 4 respectively, they add up to 74. Find these numbers. This is the question. Are you remembering that question number 6? In question number 6 also we have done the same type of questions. But there we find only the consecutive integers. But here little bit change is there. What is the changes? Here we are multiplying by 2, 3 and 4 with the consecutive integers. Now let me see what equation is coming. In this question also, we have to find three consecutive integers, like as question number 6. So here also we can take the same way. First number will be x. Then second number is x plus 1. Third number will be x plus 2. This one is the first step. Now we have to see what is the second step. We have to multiply these numbers by 2, 3 and 4. Then only we will get the sum. Now we can multiply first number by 2, second number by 3 and third number by 4. So see, first number is x, then x into 2. Second number by 3 means second number is x plus 1. So x plus 1 inside the bracket, then multiply by 3. Then third number into 4. Third number is x plus 2. That should be in the bracket into 4. So the sum is given 74. So what is the equation? 2x plus 3 into x plus 1 plus 4 into x plus 2 is equal to 74. This is the equation. Now you can see the statement. According to question, we got the equation like this. 2x plus 3 into x plus 1 plus 4 into x plus 2 is equal to 74. 2 into x, 2x. 3 should be multiplied by x and 1 both. So 3 into x, 3x plus 3 into 1, 3. Plus same way 4 also multiply by x and 2 both. So 4 into x, 4x plus 4 into 2, 8. So here you can add 2x plus 3x plus 4x is equal to 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 4, 9, 9x plus 3 plus 8, 11. So 9x plus 11 is equal to 74. Now 11 will move right side. So plus 11, then minus 11. 9x is equal to 74 minus 11. 9x is equal to 63. Now 9 is multiplying. So it will move as a division. So x is equal to 63 upon 9. So the value of x is 7. So first number is 7. Then what will be the second number? Plus 1. So that is equal to 8. Then third number 9. So the numbers are 7, 8 and 9. If you want to check your answer, you can multiply by 7 into 2 plus 8 into 3 plus 9 into 4. It should be 74. Okay. Now, question number 9. The ages of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. What are their present ages? See the question. What we have to find? We have to find the present ages of Rahul and Harun. The ratio is given there. Means if Rahul is 5 years, then Harun will be 7 years. Then one more thing is given. After 4 years, their sum of ages will be 56. Now, question number 9. The ages of Rahul and Harun are in the ratio 5:7. 4 years later, the sum of their ages will be 56 years. What are their present ages? See the question. What we have to find? We have to find the present ages of Rahul and Harun. The ratio is given there. Means if Rahul is 5 years, then Harun will be 7 years. Then one more thing is given. After 4 years, their sum of ages will be 56. Clear? Now let me see what equation we are getting. Here also we have to find the present ages of Rahul and Harun, isn't it? So for that, the clue is given as a ratio. Means if Rahul is 5 years, then Harun will be 7 years. And after 4 years, the sum of their ages is also given. That is 56 years. Then we can take the present ages of Rahul be 5x. Then what will be Harun? That will be 7x. Then after 4 years, 4 years later, after 4 years means our ages will increase. So we have to add. So 4 years, so plus 4. So Rahul's age will be 5x plus 4. Then Harun's age will be 7x plus 4. Then their sum is given 56. Means 4 years later, their sum of ages will be 56 years. Now you got the equation? Got it. Isn't it? 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4 is equal to 56. Here you can see the statement. So according to question, we got the equation like this. 5x plus 4 plus 7x plus 4 is equal to 56. 5 plus 7, 12. So 5x plus 7x, 12x plus 4 plus 4, 8. So 12x plus 8 is equal to 56. Now next step, 8 will move right side, plus 8 will change as minus 8. So 12x is equal to 48. Now x is equal to 48 by 12. X is equal to 4. So what is Rahul's age? Here we got only x, not their ages. Their age is 5x. So 5 into 4, that is equal to 20 years. Rahul will be 20 years old. Then what will be Harun's age? He is 7x years, isn't it? So 7 into 4 is equal to 28 years. Then their present ages will be 20 years and 28 years. Now, question number 10. The number of boys and girls in a class are in the ratio 7 is to 5. The number of boys is 8 more than the number of girls. What is the total class strength? Clear? Here also given the ratio. But here number of boys and number of girls we have to find. Then after that the strength of the class also we have to find. Here one clue is given, that is boys number is 8 more than the number of girls. Here the ratio it is telling that if 7 boys are there, then 5 girls is there. Isn't it? The ratio of boys and girls is 7 is to 5. So let me see what equation we are getting. Here we have to find the total strength of the class. Isn't it? So for finding total strength, we should know the number of boys and girls of the class. So here it is given 7 is to 5 ratio. So we can take it as 7x is to 5x. So one more thing is given, the number of boys is 8 more than girls. So if boys is 7x, then we can say that that is equal to 5x plus 8. So that is our equation. Means 7x is equal to 5x plus 8. So got it? It's very simple, isn't it? Here you can see the statement. According to question, we got the equation like this. 7x is equal to 5x plus 8, isn't it? So here right side 5x is there, that we have to move left side. 5x is a positive, so change it as a negative. So 7x minus 5x is equal to 8. 7 minus 5, 2. 2x is equal to 8. Now x is equal to 8 by 2. So the value of x we got 4. So the number of girls, that is ratio given 5x, isn't it? So 5 into 4, 20. Then what is the number of boys? 5x plus 8 means 20 plus 8, that is equal to 28. Now we can find the total strength, boys plus girls. Boys 28 and girls 20. So total 48. Now question number 11. Baicheng's father is 26 years younger than Baicheng's grandfather and 29 years older than Baicheng. The sum of the ages of all the three is 135 years. What is the age of each one of them? Here we have to find the age of Baicheng, Baicheng's father and Baicheng's grandfather. So base age we can take Baicheng. Then see the relation of Baicheng's father and grandfather, how it is given. So now we can see what equation we are getting. So here we have to find the ages of Baicheng, Baicheng's father and Baicheng's grandfather. Here we can take Baicheng's age be X. Then the question is telling that Baicheng's father is 29 years older than Baicheng. Means if Baicheng is X years, then his father will be X plus 29. Same way, it is given that his grandfather is 26 years older than his father. Means he is older than 29 plus 26 years than Baicheng. Isn't it? Father is 29 years old and grandfather is 26 years older than father. So he is older than 55 years than Baicheng. Clear? So we got Baicheng's age be X, father's age be X plus 29 and grandfather age be X plus 55. And it is given that the sum of all three ages should be 135. So now you got the equation. Equation is x plus 29 plus x plus 55 is equal to 135. Now let's solve. Now you can see the statement. According to question, we got the equation like this. X plus 29 plus x plus 55 is equal to 135. X plus x means 3x. 29 plus 55, that is 84. So 3x plus 84 is equal to 135. Now 84 will subtract from 135. We will get 51. So 3x is equal to 51. Then x is equal to 51 upon 3. That is equal to 17 years. So 17 years is the age of Baicham. Then his father's age will be x plus 29, means 17 plus 29 is equal to 46 years. Then his grandfather's age will be x plus 55, that is equal to 17 plus 55 is equal to 72 years. Now you can check your answers also. 17 plus 46 plus 72 should be 135. Now, question number 12. 15 years from now, Ravi's age will be 4 times his present age. What is Ravi's present age? So we have to find the present age of Ravi. The clue is given after 15 years, his age will be 4 times as old as now. Let's see the equation. Here we can take Ravi's present age be x. Then what should be his age after 15 years? It will be x plus 15, isn't it? Then what is given in the question? It is given that after 15 years, his age will be 4 times his present age. If it is x now, then 15 years after his age will be 4 into x. Means 4 times x, that is equal to 4x. Yes, you got the equation, isn't it? X plus 15 is equal to 4x. So that is the equation. Here you can see the statement. According to question, we got the equation x plus 15 is equal to 4x. Here we can see that LHS side x is there and RHS side 4x is there. So we can shift the LHS sides x to RHS. So then it will change as 4x minus x. So 15 is equal to 3x. Now 3 is multiplying with x. So it will come to right side by 3. So x is equal to 15 by 3 is equal to 5 years. Therefore, Devi's present age will be 5 years. Next question. A rational number is such that when you multiply it by 5 by 2 and add 2 by 3 to the product, you get minus 7 by 12. What is the number? Here we have to find a rational number. And some clues are given. The same rational number is multiplying by 5 by 2 and the result, product we have to add with 2 by 3. Then we will get a minus 7 by 12. Let's see how we are getting the equation. What we have to find here? Here we have to find a rational number that is not given. An unknown number. That unknown number we can give as x. Means let the unknown number be x. Then here it is given that this unknown number is multiplying with a rational number and the product is adding with another rational number. We are getting an answer as a rational number. So let me see what are the rational numbers are given there. So here first unknown number we have taken as x, isn't it? So next step is x multiplied by 5 by 2. Then the product is adding with the 2 by 3. So the result means the answer is given minus 7 by 12. So we got the equation. How? X into 5 by 2 means 5 by 2x plus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 7 by 12. So this is the equation. Now we can solve. Here you can see the statement. According to question, 5 by 2 x plus 2 by 3 is equal to minus 7 by 12. So here plus 2 by 3 we can shift into right side, then it will change as minus 2 by 3. Now here denominator is 12, so we have to take the LCM. So for that minus 2 by 3 should be multiplied by 4 by 4. So we will get minus 8 by 12. Now next you can see 5 by 2x is equal to minus 7 upon 12 minus 8 upon 12. Both are negative integers, so add together. Minus 7 plus minus 8 is equal to minus 15. So the answer you got minus 15 by 12. Now left side of 5 by 2x is there, that is multiplying. So reciprocal we have to multiply in right side because division of fraction. Now x is equal to 15 by 12 into 2 by 5. Minus 15 is there. Minus 15 by 12 into 2 by 5. 5 in 15, 3 times. 2, 12, 6 times. 3, 6, 2 times. So finally we will get minus 1 by 2. Therefore, the required rational number is minus 1 by 2. Now, question number 14. Lakshmi is a cashier in a bank. She has currency notes of denominations rupees 100, rupees 50 and rupees 10 respectively. The ratio of the number of these notes is 2 is to 3 is to 5. The total cash with Lakshmi is rupees 4 lakh. How many notes of each denominations does she have? So what we have to find? We have to find how many notes of each denominations does she have. Each denominations means here rupees 100 is there, 50 is there and 10 is also there. And the ratio is also given 2 is to 3 is to 5. Means 200 rupees is there, then 350 notes should be there. And same way 10 rupees notes also is there. Then now see how to make an equation. Here we have to find each denominations, isn't it? For that we have to make an equation. Here ratios are given. So that ratio we can take as 2x, 3x and 5x respectively. So 100 rupees note into 2x, 50 notes into 3x, like as 10 rupees into 5x. Total amount is given 4 lakh. So 100 into 2, how many 100 notes are there now? 200. So 200x. Like as 50 into 3, 150 into x. Like as 10 into 5, 50. So total 4 lakh means 200x plus 150x plus 50x is equal to 4 lakh. That is our equation. Now from this equation we can find each denominations. Let's see. Now let me see the statement. Here we are taking 2x is the 100 rupees note, 3x is the 50 rupees notes, and 5x is the 10 rupees notes respectively. Now according to question, 2x into 100 plus 3x into 50 plus 5x into 10 is equal to 4 lakh. That is 200x plus 150x plus 50x is equal to 4 lakh. Altogether 400x. So 400x is equal to 4 lakh. So x is equal to 4 lakh divided by 400. That is equal to 1000. Therefore, each denominations are 100 rupees notes 2 into 1000 means 2000. Like as 50 rupees 3000 and 10 rupees 5000 notes. So the notes are 2000, 3000 and 5000 each. Now, question number 15. I have a total of rupees 300 in coins of denominations rupees 1, rupees 2 and rupees 5. The total of rupees 2 coins is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. The total number of coins is 160. How many coins of each denominations are with me? Question number 14 we already done, isn't it? But there number of notes we have to find. 100 rupees notes, 50 rupees notes and 10 rupees notes we already find, isn't it? But here instead of that it's given coins. Rupees 1 coin, rupees 2 coin and rupees 5 coins are given. Total number of coins also given. So here one clue is also given. Rupees 2 coin is 3 times the number of rupees 5 coins. If number of rupees 5 is x, then rupees 2 will be 3x. Like that. Okay. Then rupees 1 means the remaining of 160 minus 5 rupees coin and 2 rupees coin. Let's see how we are getting the equation. Now let's see how can we make an equation for this question. So here we have to find each coins, isn't it? In the question it is given that rupees 2 coins is 3 times of rupees 5 coins. So we can take rupees 5 as x. If rupees 5 is x, then rupees 2 will be 3x. Then what about rupees 1? The remaining coins, because total coins are given 160. And if 5 rupees coin is x, then rupees 2 coin is 3x, means total 4x. So 160 minus 4x, that is rupees 1 coin. Then what about the amount? If it is rupees 5 coin, so 5 into x, 5x. Rupees 2, 2 into 3x, 6x. Same way we have to multiply by 1 also for rupees 1 coin. So the same will come, 160 minus 4x. So here total amount is given rupees 300. So now we got the equation. How? 1 rupees coins plus 2 rupees coins plus 5 rupees coins is equal to 300. What is 1 rupees coin? 160 minus 4x. Then plus 6x plus 5x is equal to 300. Now we can solve the equation. Here is the statement. Here, let the number of 5 rupees coin be x. Then 2 rupees coins will be 3x. Total number of coins is 160, isn't it? So number of 1 rupee coin, 160 minus 3x plus x means remaining coins. So that is equal to 160 minus 4x. Now according to question, we got an equation, that is 5 into x plus 2 into 3x plus 160 minus 4x. Or we can write it like this, 160 minus 4x plus 6x plus 5x is equal to 300. Now here 6x and 5x are positive. So add it together 11x. Then minus 4x, subtract it. 11 minus 4, 7. So 160 plus 7x is equal to 300. Now 160 will shift into RHS side. So 7x is equal to 300 minus 160. So 140 is the answer. So 7x is equal to 140. So x is equal to 140 upon 7. That is equal to 20. Means here x is 5 rupees coins, isn't it? So number of 5 rupees coins will be 20. Then what about the 2 rupees coins? 3x is there. So 3 into 20, 60 coins. 1 rupees 1 coin, 160 minus 4 into 20. That means 160 minus 80. That is equal to 80 coins. So 80, 60 and 20 coins are there for rupees 1, rupees 2 and rupees 5 each. If you want, you can check your answers also. 80 into 1 plus 60 into 2 plus 20 into 5. That should be 300. Now question number 16. This is our last question. The question is, the organizers of an essay competition decide that a winner in the competition gets a prize of rupees 100 and a participant who does not win gets a prize of rupees 25. The total prize money distributed is rupees 3000. Find the number of winners if the total number of participants is 63. This is the question. What we have to find? Find the number of winners. Total number of participants is given. Total money distributed, that is also given. We have to find the number of winners. First, we can make an equation. Let's see how could we make an equation. Now we can make an equation for this question. Let's see. Here we have to find number of winners, isn't it? So number of winners is not given. So that is unknown number. So the unknown number we can put as a variable. So here let the winners be x. Total number of participants is given 63. So now non-winners will be 63 minus winner. Winner is here x. So non-winners be 63 minus x. Now prize money distributed for winners and non-winners. So here winners 100 rupees each. So total money 100 into x. For non-winners 25 rupees each. So 25 into 63 minus x. That is 25 into 63, 1575 minus 25 into x, 25x. The total money distributed for price, that is rupees 3000. So now we got the equation. What is the equation? 100x plus 1575 minus 25x is equal to 3000. Now let me solve. Here you can see the statement. Let the number of winners be x. The number of non-winners is 63 minus x because total participants is 63. Now price distribution. Prize money given for winners 100 into x means 100 rupees each. Prize money given for non-winners, that is 25 into 63 minus x. So 25 multiplied by 63 and 25 multiplied by x also. So the answer is 1575 minus 25x. According to question, 100x plus 1575 minus 25x is equal to 3000. Now 100 minus 25, 75. So 75x plus 1575 is equal to 3000. Now 1575 we have to move right side. Here plus is there, so it will change as a minus. So 75x is equal to 1425. Now 75 is multiplied and it will goes division to RHS. So x is equal to 1425 divided by 75. So the answer we are getting 19. Therefore, the number of winners be 19. Over. Now we have completed exercise 2.2 here. Solve all questions in your notebook and practice it well. Okay. Thank you.